Hey, this is Nevin again with Disc-It. Now this week on the Disc-It Cooking Show, we're bringing to you an awesome cooking show, a recipe for Disc-It wingdings. And this show is actually sponsored by a great cause. We're going to talk about the Disc-It Roundup. So stay tuned. Now we have a very special episode for you for two reasons. One, as we're bringing in Ryan, who's going to show us how to make some awesome hot wings that are called the Disc-It Wingdings. The other reason it's very special is we're going to talk about a very, very important fundraiser coming up, which is the second annual Disc-It Roundup. Well, let me welcome Ryan. Ryan, welcome to the Disc-It Cooking Show.
Thanks for having me, Nevin.
Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate what you're going to share with us. I'm really been wanting to learn how to do this thing. I know you've been talking about it, teasing me a little bit. I've got a scribe over here taking notes. We got the cameras going so I can learn how to do this thing. So what do you got here? I know
we're going to go ahead and we're going to do my signature wingdings.
Nice.
Now we're going to share this with a special cause. We're going to kind of put a twist on it today.
Okay, what kind of twist?
We're going to share a certain recipe today, but like you mentioned, the second roundup's coming up.
Yeah.
If you're going to find out what the real signature wingdings are, you're going to have to show up and donate to this great cause.
So you're teasing me. You're not even giving me the full recipe here.
That's it. You're going to have to show up.
You're holding out. So how do I find out how to really do it?
The way you're going to really do it is June 26th. We're doing the second annual Disc-It Roundup. I was one of for the first annual last year. Had a great time. Had a short amount of time, as you well know. And if you know Nevin, Nevin's all about community. Loves to give back. And this is a great cause. This is for UNM Children's Hospital.
Yes.
And everybody's got to love the kids. Great cause. We're really looking forward to it. So this is how I want to get you guys to show up. If you had my wings last year, that's what's going to be there this year. If you want to know what really goes into it, you got to show up.
Ryan, what you've got here, you got your stock pot on the Disc-It, and you've got, how many wings you got in there?
This is, we go by recipe of 4 pounds is what your standard or average portion is. We've gone 8 pounds.
Okay.
We've basically doubled the recipe here. So what we do is we put it in a stock pot here. We don't have the product here today. I didn't bring it with me, but Nevin makes a great product called a pot holder for the Disc-It, which is always versatile. Put your stock pot on here, put your 8, 12, how many everything you want to put on here, you're going to boil it for 30 minutes.
Now that you've already got this thing been boiling for 30 minutes, let me take a minute to get into the Ask Nevin Anything question and go from there. The big question today, as we get closer and closer to the Disc-It Roundup, is all the emails and all the comments and all the text messages and the phone calls about what is the Disc-It Roundup. Again, as I mentioned here at the beginning of the show, the Disc-It Roundup is a cooking competition where the Disc-It community comes together, brings their custom Disc-Its, they bring their best recipes to compete against each other for prizes and of course the glamour, and of course the ultimate deal is to raise as much money for the UNM Children's Miracle Network. Go to the Disc-It website, the Disc-It blog, to our Facebook, our YouTube, our Twitter, all this stuff. Give us a call, email to get involved. This year's going to be awesome. We're expecting to raise at least $10,000 for the hospital for this year alone and keep growing and growing and growing. So now we're done with the question of the day. We're back into Ryan's Disc-It wingdings. All right. So you've already got 8 pounds of wings and drumettes. You've already boiled them for 30 minutes in a stock pot. That's right. The stock pot ring with the stock pot support we talked about is available on the accessories page of the Disc-It website. So now we're going to set up the disc.
That's right. Swap you over here. All right.
Sweet. Now, do you want the disc on low, high, medium? Talk to me.
We're going to go ahead and start it on low. That way we don't crisp any of the chicken right off the bat. Like I said, we've already drained the water off of this, so we're just going to go ahead and get this ready to go. Okay. Now, the recipe will be posted and everything. So like I said, we've done
the real recipe?
No, not the real recipe.
Man, tried to get it again.
Show up June 26th. Now what we're going to start off with, since we doubled the recipe, we always got to start off with my favorite thing is butter. Butter always makes it better.
Well, Ryan's talking about the butter. There's a little history here. Ryan's been making these wings forever, and all the friends and family and neighbors and everybody else have wanted this recipe, but he won't give it. Now, he's giving us a modified version for this, but he's actually going to release the real thing finally, after how many years of people begging.
probably been about 4 years.
Probably 4 years at the Disket Roundup. So when you get there, you'll get a full printout copy. You might have to be there to get that, but here it comes. So thanks for sharing that.
No problem. So like I said, we got 2 sticks of butter in there. We got 1 stick for every 4 pounds. We're just going to go ahead and slowly pull all that out into the Disket.
Nice. You got everything ready to go to start adding some of the sauce, or
Yep.
almost all of the special sauce. So
That's right. Almost.
show me what you're going to share with us.
Okay. The base that I use, you can use any hot sauce. I prefer Frank's Red Hot Sauce. The reason why I actually came up with this recipe is I really didn't care for the vinegary, super drippy. It just wasn't my thing. So for a couple of years, I tested, and short of making your own, I think Frank's is probably the best you can get. But whatever you want to use. So per 4 pounds, like I said, we doubled the recipe here. So it's 1.5 bottles for every 4 pounds. So we're gonna end up, for those of us that aren't mathematicians, that's 3. So we'll go ahead and add these on here.
Nice. Look
And
at that coating.
as this comes on, and you look at this. I mean, it just stays right there. And you listen to the Food Network and everything. All the chefs talk about reconstitution of juices. What does that mean? It means getting all the juice back into the meat, be it steak, chicken, anything that you do. You want to get the juices back in, because that's where the flavor comes from. It doesn't come from entirely all the ingredients. You know what happens?
What do you got there?
You can't do that with this.
What is
That
that?
doesn't hold any juice. That's the old way of
That's a
cooking
grill.
outdoors. You don't cook this way anymore, right? Get rid of it. Get that.
So you're trying to tell me it's only the Disket?
Only Disket can reconstitute like that.
Well, what happens on the other grill? Where do the juices go?
That all goes into that
the
nasty
charcoal.
trap, and you gotta clean that.
What do you got there now? This is the secret? Nope,
No,
not yet.
no secret. This is red chili powder. You can go anywhere from tablespoon, this is all kind of to taste. It's kind of like, recipes should be like the Disket, as individual as you want it to be.
Nice.
I've been doing it so long, I don't really measure it. It's kind of almost like you do it like a pizza until, it's kind of covered. Next one. Ingredient took a long time to figure out. Garlic salt. One of those things. Same thing. Maybe a half tablespoon, not nearly as much as the red chili powder. I'm not going to do it. Put it on. And then the third and final ingredient,
What do you
got
got
to
there?
show up on the 26th to find out what that is.
Because we talked about the Disket Roundup, we're going to actually use a spotlight. The Disket design pattern as a spotlight is going to be the hot air balloon design. Now the balloon, if you know the UNM Children's Miracle Network logo, that's generally a hot air balloon that they put up where you write your name on as a contributor to. So we're going to use this episode to feature the Disket hot air balloon. Now again, that design and several hundred others are available on our website by going to the pattern section. Take a look at it, and always keep in mind that the Disket is manufactured to whatever design you want. So take a look at it, check it out, let's build it for you.
I'm telling you, that's why.
Oh, you got honey on
That's why you just drizzle the honey, and like I said, it's like everything else. You just kind of do it to taste. I just kind of do it a little bit to kind of eliminate some of
no
the
idea.
acidity.
So how long does this cook for now?
Now, the beauty of this is you can do it as long as short as you want. But like I mentioned before, reconstitution of juices means that with the Disket, this meat will actually start to soak up the sauce. Nice. So when you actually bite into these wings, they're actually going to look like you're biting into a Frank's hot sauce bottle. They're actually going to be bright red on the inside. That means it's flavor all the way through. And after boiling them all this time, it just falls off the bone. And you can't beat that.
This is Ryan's Disket wing dings on the Disket. Say it with me, bud. Cooking outdoors
has never
been
been
better.
That's
Disket.
right.
Let's see what this thing tastes like here.
Go ahead, say it. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Cooking outdoors has never been better. Disket. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you sign up on our website here to be part of the many thousands of people on our Disket community. All you got to do is go to disc-it.com/free. You can be part of what we do, get a free video, free recipes, free information, and Disket deals. Cooking outdoors has never been better. Disket.